Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a young woman named Elara. She was known throughout the village for her radiant smile, her kindness, and her beautiful singing voice. But there was a secret hidden in her heart, a melody unsung, a love unspoken. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Elara would sit by her window and gaze at the distant hills. Her heart ached with a longing she couldn't understand. She had never loved anyone, not even the men who had asked for her hand in marriage. For her, love seemed like a distant dream, something she saw in the eyes of the old married couples in the village, but never felt in her own life. Then one day, a traveling musician named Kieran came to the village. He was a storyteller first and foremost, but his songs were woven with such emotion that they touched the hearts of everyone who listened. Kieran had a way of making the stories come alive. His voice, as soothing as the summer rain, painted vivid pictures in the minds of his audience. One evening, as Kieran was performing in the village square, Elara's brother, tired of hearing the same old stories, challenged Kieran. "Tell us a love story," he said, "a tale so enchanting it makes us believe in true love again." The crowd murmured in agreement. They too had grown weary of the predictable narratives of bravery and adventure. Kieran met the challenge with a playful grin. "Very well," he said, "but I need a volunteer to play the part of the heroine, a beautiful maiden who has never loved before." All eyes turned to Elara, who blushed and shook her head. Kieran, however, had already noticed her blushing cheeks and the way her eyes followed him around the room. With a mischievous twinkle in his eye, he continued, "Oh, come now, Elara. You cannot deny your destiny." Before Elara could protest, Kieran had already begun his tale. He told a story of a princess locked away in a tower, waiting for her one true love to break the curse that had been cast upon her. As the story unfolded, Elara found herself drawn into it. She felt a connection to the princess, a longing for the love the princess had found. And as Kieran sang, his voice echoing through the square, Elara realized that she too wanted to believe in true love. The next evening, Kieran repeated the story, this time with Elara's cousin, still hoping that she would take the hint. But as the days turned into weeks, it became clear that Elara was still hesitant. Love for her was a foreign concept, something she had never experienced and didn't know how to. One day, Kieran decided to take matters into his own hands. He visited Elara at her home and asked her directly to be the heroine in his story. Elara, taken aback by his directness, could only stammer out a refusal. "I'm sorry, Kieran," she said, "but I can't. I've never loved anyone." Kieran reached out and gently took her hand. His touch sent a shiver down her spine. Looking into his kind eyes, Elara saw not just admiration, but genuine concern. "That," Kieran said softly, "is because you haven't met the right person yet." Elara shook her head, tears welling up in her eyes. "But what if I never meet him? What if I'm destined to live my life alone?" Kieran pulled her into a warm hug. "Don't say that, Elara. True love always finds a way." As the weeks went by, Kieran continued to visit Elara, playing his music for her and telling her stories. He never pushed her to accept his love, but his patience and kindness slowly chipped away at her resistance. Elara began to open up to him, sharing her hopes and dreams, and as they talked, she realized that she had developed feelings for him, feelings that went beyond friendship. One evening, as they were sitting by the lake, watching the sunset, Kieran took Elara's hand and turned to her, his eyes filled with love. "Elara," he said, "I love you. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy streamed down Elara's face as she whispered, "Yes, I love you too." In the weeks that followed, the village prepared for the upcoming wedding. The villagers who had witnessed the blossoming love between Elara and Kieran were overjoyed for them. The thought that love could still thrive in their small corner of the world gave them hope and happiness. On the day of the wedding, the village square was transformed into a magical setting. Flowers adorned every corner and the air was filled with the sound of laughter and music. When Elara emerged from her home, a vision in white, the villagers gasped in awe. Kieran, seeing his bride for the first time, felt his heart skip a beat. In that moment, he knew that he had found his one true love. As they exchanged their vows, promising to love and cherish each other forever, the villagers cheered and threw flower petals into the air. The ceremony was followed by a grand feast and a night of dancing. Under the soft glow of the moon and stars, Elara and Kieran danced together, lost in their own little world. It was a perfect ending to a perfect day. And so the tale of Alara and Kieran became a part of the village lore, a testament to the fact that love could conquer all, even the fear of being alone. As the years passed, their love story continued to inspire the young men and women of the village, reminding them that true love was out there, waiting for them to find it. Now, whenever Alara heard a song echoing through the hills or saw a couple dancing under the moonlight, she couldn't help but smile, thinking about her own love story, a story that began with a simple, "Will you be my love interest in a story?" That phrase echoed in her memory, a reminder of the day her life had changed forever. And as the seasons changed and the years rolled by, their love for each other only grew stronger, proving that sometimes all it takes is one song to find your happily ever after. So that's our love story. Do you have a favorite character? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more enchanting tales. Until next time, keep believing in the magic of love and the power of storytelling.